Well, it's so good to be with you tonight and just want to share with you a devotional to get you through your week, something that God's been dealing with me. One of the things I love to do in our weekly video devotionals. And this one would be called Promises Delivered. Have you ever met a person who promised you everything but delivered on nothing? It definitely doesn't make you feel very good in that situation. And unfortunately, this has become the all too familiar story in our day and age as promises are given out with very little effort put into the execution of the promises that are often given. This is why we've all heard the statement before, under promise, over deliver. And while that may be great and smart advice, the truth is our experience with God is very different because God promises, but he also delivers. Matter of fact, there's a scripture in my reading this week as I was in my devotional time found in Joshua chapter 21, verse number 45. Joshua said this, not a single one of all the good promises the Lord has given to the family of Israel was left unfulfilled. Everything he had spoken came true. What a powerful statement that Joshua made when he said everything he had spoken came true. A few things come to my mind regarding this that are challenging to me personally, and I want to share with you if I really believe that every promise that God says comes true. The first is simply this. If God delivers on every promise, what promise am I building my faith and prayer to believe God for? You see, if I really believe that God is going to perform every promise that he gives us, what am I praying about and believing God for? Secondly, the timing of God delivering on his promises may look different than my expectation of those promises, but God will deliver in the best time to achieve the best results for me and everyone else involved. See, the children of Israel, I'm sure, would have loved to have gone into the promised land much quicker and earlier. But timing was an important factor in this situation. So therefore, God did deliver the promise he told them. He did fulfill everything he said, but they had to work within the time frames that God was going to perform those promises in. And lastly, I find that the Israelites were active participants in receiving God's promises as well. It makes me ask this question. What am I actively involved in that's putting feet to the promises of God that I am expecting God to deliver on? You see, I can't just hope a promise shows up on my doorstep. While that may happen every once in a while, and that would be wonderful, my faith needs to be activated in my feet to move towards the promises that God has told me he is going to deliver on. So I want to challenge you this week over the next several days. I want to challenge you to circle one of the promises you're believing God for. What is it you're believing God for? And then I want you to find a verse for that promise. I want you to write that verse down, read that verse every day. I want you then to begin to pray that verse and pray that promise with expectancy of faith each and every day to believe that God will be true to his word and he will be true to you and he will perform everything that he has promised for you and for me. Hey, I sure love you, and I sure hope that God is showing up in your world this week. And I want to personally invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. at the Bridge Church, because we believe that you have a phenomenal future ahead of you, and we want to come alongside of you and help you cross over to your destiny. God bless you. Have a great evening, and we look forward to seeing you this Sunday morning. Do me a favor really quick, if you wouldn't mind. Like this video, share it on your Facebook feed, share it with friends, different people, and let's believe the promises of God together this week and begin to pray those promises and just believe that God will perform everything that he promises to us. God bless you. Have a great, great evening.